So this is an LTA review for the film Moonstruck, starring Jim Carrey. No, it doesn't star Jim Carrey. That's a complete lie. It stars Cher and that other guy. Cher and Nick Cage. That's him, Nick Cage. So I'm gonna start off and I'm gonna say I'm not that big of a fan because it was just not interesting at all. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt though, because it started off as a good idea. When they started the film, it could have been a decent film. The premise is quite good. I mean, yeah, it's been done 100,000 times before in other romantic comedies, but it's a proved formula that generally works, unless you do something fundamentally wrong, which is tell the story a really bad way. It was just a complete mess. Like, we'd go and talk to Cher and Nicolas Cage, and they'd be having their little, like, hidden secret relationship thing, and then we just randomly cut to some other family member who we've only known really for like 5 minutes, who's then having an affair, and then we go somewhere else and there's a guy walking his dog, and then we go somewhere else and there's some people looking at the moon, and then we go somewhere else and then he's walking his dog again, and then we go back to Cher and Nicolas Cage. The bits in between have no effect on the story at all. The only thing I can even think they were trying to say with the film was that people generally feel the need to have affairs and other relationships, not just the one that they're in at the time. That must be the message that they're trying to portray, but it's just such a convoluted mess that whatever meaning they were trying to evoke has just been completely destroyed. You get it? Sleepy Brit, yawning. See what I did there? Yeah. See, that's how boring this film is. I'm having to populate my review with really, really bad jokes. So, to the actors. Now, I knew Cher and Nicolas Cage were in it, and that sort of unnerved me a bit because I've never seen Cher act before, so I was already expecting the worst. But I'm gonna have to say, she wasn't that bad. She was alright. I mean, it wasn't a great performance, but it wasn't a bad one. And then Nicolas Cage as well. See, now, but I'm not the person who hates Nicolas Cage, because yeah, he's very hit and miss, but I don't think he's a bad actor. But in this, he was a little bit over the top. It seemed to me like he was just kind of overacting, a bit too dramatic, a bit too up himself. So yeah, I'd probably give it like a 5 out of 10, and I don't think I'd recommend it because it was just too confusing. I mean, the plot is very, very simple. A woman is marrying a man who is shown to be a bit of a dick. Then he goes away to see his mum. Then she falls in love with his brother, tries to hide it, but she can't. Then they end up living together. It's a very, very simple and not at all complex plot. But due to the way that it's all represented and it's just mixed in with so much other crap that you don't know what's happening half of the time. It just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I think I've babbled long enough. Oh yeah, tomorrow morning I am going to get my exam results for my first year of college. So I just ask you all to wish me luck, because if I haven't done very well, I'll be spending a lot more time on YouTube anyway.